After beating Hanya's Wrath and Revenge stage, I decided, screw it, let's go fight Hanya 2. And here we are, the Pure Land versus Black Okame. Basically Hanya, but with 2 traits and the knockback ability. Now, all 3 of the Okame stages were done on the same day as me finishing Hanya, which I did make a bit of a mistake. You see, I said that that was the 27th, but it was actually the 26th, because Hanya is not available on the 27th. I looked at the properties of the video file in my computer, you see, as it had been on there for such a long time, to find out the day that I did it, and said it was created the 27th, but I should have paid more attention to modified the 26th, because that's when it was actually made on my phone. Created was referring to when it was brought onto the computer the next day. So, whoops, it doesn't matter either way, really. But Okame, red and black variant of Hanya, supported in the stage mostly by black enemies, which means while Ro is very useful for occasionally weakening Okame and also not dying, when the waves of peons show up, it would probably be better to have something like Awakened Ayanami or No, or now that Princess Punt has been in the English version, Lil Gao. I don't know why those, I just listed all collab units. You know what? Use Maeda Keiji. And Okame dies. Tormented. And I get the drop on my first try, so that's great. Of course, why would these units be used? Well, Courier's fast, Spamble, massive damage versus red. Cutter has Survive, which is great for attempting to land a second hit. Bullet Train's just fast. A lot of these are just fast. And Pizza has massive damage versus Black for taking care of those peons, as well as Okame, assuming he can even make it close enough to land a hit. The drop for beating Okame is Medusa Cat, which has long-range area attacks that might freeze Relic. The continuation stage for Okame is Heaven and Hell, which has a unit deploy limit restriction. Probably my least favorite restriction, as while they are meant to make stages harder, it just seems to be the hardest one. My playstyle is spam units and hope everything dies, so of course I have difficulty with stages like this. A lot of them are just so barely impossible, at least at the start. So in Heaven and Hell, as you can see, a lot of these units exist purely to rush out there, land a hit or two, and then die. Because of the restriction, it's much harder to, well, not just much harder, it's nearly impossible to build a stack. You just kind of have to hope things do their job before they perish, but let them die so you can get something new out there. And Okame goes down again. Fortunately, it takes quite a bit longer to kill the base this time since you're only allowed 5 units. Finally. 1 million XP. Okay, Okame's Tea House, the final stage of this advent, which will unlock for me the true form of Medusa Cat. The win condition here isn't so much kill Okame as it is survive Ms. Devil. It'll spawn her in waves of increasing numbers. There's only a few of those waves, so once you exhaust them, it's not a free win, but it is significantly easier. And Okame goes down for one final time. Most of the stuff in this stage is for dealing with Ms. Devil. Only really Cutter and Ro are that great for Okame. Well, I guess Yukimura too, but people just use him as a generalist rusher, right?